If I lost every piece of gear I own, these are the 5 cameras I would buy again, zero hesitation. My entire social media and freelance photo video career depends upon these bad boys. This video is sponsored by HoneyBook. Camera number 1 is the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, probably pretty obvious because almost everybody loves this thing. This is the ultimate ease of use, just toss it in your backpack camera. And I love it for BTS work of client projects I'm doing, or even if I'm filming YouTube videos, I need to capture some behind the scenes. It's perfect for that because it syncs up to a wireless lav mic and it has built-in tracking functions that work very well without the need to use an app. And maybe it's kind of weird, but my favorite way to use this camera is as my note-taking camera. And what I mean by that is if I'm out in the field testing a piece of tech or a camera or whatever, I'll just whip out the Osmo Pocket 3 whenever I have a thought, and I just record my notes on this camera. And sometimes those clips make it into my videos, and it makes it more of a documentary type of feeling, which I really like. But the camera's footage is so smooth, you can color grade it in D-Log, and it's very stable, so it just elevates the video at the end of the day. And this camera is single-handedly the reason why an iPhone is not on my Avengers roster of cameras. Camera number 2 is my favorite drone I've ever owned, the DJI Mavic 3 Classic. I think this drone is possibly one of the most underrated drones ever released because at the same time, we got the Mavic 3 Cine and the Mavic 3 Pro, which seem to overshadow it in the marketing. But the Classic has everything that I need to get insanely high quality footage for both client work and social media videos. Let's go over quick pros and cons with this drone. First pro is you can shoot in 10-bit D-Log up to 5-point-something K. And the footage is so beautiful, it matches up with my other cameras to the point where it kind of feels like a mirrorless camera flying in the sky. It's incredible. I used this for a full year of shooting for a real estate client, and the results always impressed both myself and my clients. And just for a little extra spice, I would use ND filters on it to get that really nice motion blur, and it always just takes the quality up just that much more. Another pro is the price. This drone is extremely affordable compared to the Pro and the Cine versions, and I got mine on an Amazon warehouse deal for way more affordable, and it's just bang for buck all day long. There are a couple cons though, so let's go over those. The first one is it only has one lens compared to the other models that have zoom options, multiple cameras, kind of like an iPhone on a drone. But personally for me, I've never felt the need to get those extra lenses. And the second con, if you could call it that, is this camera doesn't shoot in ProRes like some of the other options out there. For me, H.265, H.264.MOV works perfect for me. I get tons of quality out of this thing with the 10-bit up to that resolution. It's absolutely amazing. If you're anything like me, you might really like the gear and the creative side of running a small business, but the truth is, we also have to be dialed in on the boring side of a business as well. Like responding to emails, making invoices, tracking down client communication, basically just drowning in digital paperwork. HoneyBook is an incredible way to simplify that side of your independent business so you can focus on doing what you love. For me, that's making awesome photos and videos and sharing my stories with you guys. It's also a great resource to make professional looking proposal documents, which I use to make myself a media kit or pitch myself to sponsors. And once I lock in those deals, I can also use HoneyBook to manage my finances, like receiving payments, sending invoices, and automated client follow-ups. It even gives advice and resources on how to grow my business, which is perfect for me because I don't consider myself super business savvy. So if you're like me and you need some help with the business side of your creativity, choose HoneyBook as your business partner today so you can enjoy your creativity while trusting that your business is being run correctly. So click the link in the description or the pinned comment and get started on your free trial with HoneyBook today. You'll even get a discount when you use my link. So now that you've stepped up your game with the leading client-centered CRM platform, let's talk about camera number 3,
which is the DJI Osmo Action 5.
That was weird, sorry about that, guys. Wait, another Osmo camera? Why not just use the Pocket 3 for all your tiny filming needs? Well, Jeffrey, let me explain. Real talk, the Action 5 is the best action camera I've ever owned, and it fits into so many discrete, tiny filming situations that my Osmo 3 and iPhone can't pull off. I can fit this camera anywhere and get 4K 10-bit log footage up to 120 frames per second in 4K, and it's puny tiny. I like that. It has swappable batteries, internal storage along with a micro SD card slot, optional ND filters, the ability to sync to a wireless lav, gimbal-like stabilization. I mean, what else could you actually need in an action camera? So why do I keep the Action 5 along with my Pocket 3 on a daily basis? First of all, they're both puny, so it's easy to just throw in my bag. And second, they cover just different enough scenarios that I feel the need to bring both with me, and I use them both for drastically different things, so it makes sense to have those tools in my toolkit. Camera number 4, no, this is not a joke, is my VHS Sony Handycam from way back in the day. This camera is all about the vibes. I originally fell in love with making videos using cameras just like this. In fact, I still have my very first 2 camcorders, but I keep one in my bag with me even to this day because I absolutely love the vibe that you get from this footage. It's unlike anything else out there. No software can perfectly replicate it. And this kind of camera is a cheap and effective way to immediately separate yourself from the pack. It still has Sony's steady shot stabilization in it, built-in zoom lens. I could rave on and on about this thing. In fact, I have in many videos, you're welcome, but I will always keep one of these on me no matter what. Camera number 5, the big reveal. What is my daily driver professional hybrid camera? Well, I'm filming with it right now in 6.4K open gate, and that is the Lumix S1R Mark II. I've done a full review on pretty much all the cameras I've mentioned, so I'm not gonna go into extreme detail, but this is the best image quality mirrorless camera I have ever owned, and I've owned a lot of different brands. The photos are 44 megapixels. The video can go all the way up to 8K, 30 frames per second. You can do tons of high resolution, high frame rate modes too, and it just all looks beautiful. And yeah, it has a little bit of rolling shutter. But the color depth you get out of this footage, even just shooting in .mov in 420 10-bit, the colors look absolutely amazing on this camera. Like, too good for the price. It's absolutely a beast. It has the best IBIS in the game, autofocus almost on par with Sony, great audio quality and built-in limiters, the ability to do 32-bit float with Panasonic's external recorder, which is a definitely underrated feature. But did you know it has some rolling shutter? But those are the 5 cameras I would absolutely bet my career on. So make sure to text me when you get home so I know you're safe, and thank you to HoneyBook for sponsoring today's video. Support on Patreon to get your names at the end of all my videos like these lovely folks over here, access to all my digital assets, past and future ones I'll make, and entry into monthly quality gear giveaway live streams. Follow me on Instagram for short and dumb stuff like this. Join the Discord for some nerdy tech friends. And remember, you are loved way more than you might even know. You're amazing. God bless you guys. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.